Today, I'm going to lay out the framework that we use to help our clients drive hundreds of millions of dollars in sales during Black Friday and Q4. We use this strategy to capture attention in the most crowded time of the year, and more importantly, use this period as a springboard to create lasting relationships with new customers throughout the entire year. The 2025 holiday season presents a huge opportunity. Conversion rates at 1.5 to 2x higher than the rest of the year, AOV up anywhere from 5 to 25%, and total orders increasing in the double digits. I'm going to share with you the three main drivers that will help you capture your share of that revenue and transform Cyber Week into the launchpad for year-round growth. First, prep and early engagement. Second, Cyber Week itself. And lastly, retention and post-BFCM growth, so the other 51 weeks a year. The brands that win during BFCM are the ones that start early. By Cyber Week, most people have already checked off a lot of the items on their shopping list. In 2024, when Cyber Week hit, 85% of shoppers had already started buying and were 50% of the way through their holiday spend. That means if you're only turning on your campaigns the week of Black Friday, you're already behind. First things first, consider campaign timing. We're expecting scattered promo start dates and discounts because of the impact of the weaker economy and tariff uncertainty that hit in early 2025. So keep in mind that while we can look at holiday spend from a macro perspective, you should look at holiday spend from a verticalized perspective. Understanding that the timing of when your shoppers will begin to purchase will differ from vertical to vertical. Build anticipation. Teaser campaigns, VIP early access, countdown timers, advent calendars, pre-sale sneak peeks. These create urgency and make shoppers feel like insiders. If you look at the holiday spend in this chart, you'll see the traditional spend curve that you'd probably expect to see. You'll see a slight buildup leading into Cyber Week, an extreme peak for a few days, then elevated spend levels for the rest of the holiday. Now, compare this to beauty and makeup, which has a spike in early November, a stronger buildup leading into Cyber Week, and then a higher peak during BFCM. Or look at food and bev, which has a flatter slope throughout the entire season. Or furniture, which has a strong buildup leading to BFCM and then a more precipitous drop-off after Cyber Monday. All of this to say, it's important to tailor your strategy for the unique spending patterns of your demographic. A tactical example of what we do at P3. So let's take furniture stores, for example. We prime the pumps for peak sales by running educational gifting ads in early October, typically 15 and 30-second UGC-style videos, weeks before we begin running our BFCM and holiday sales campaigns. This helps us to expand our addressable audience to shoppers buying for loved ones, get our products in front of this audience early, and drill our USP into them before hitting them with discounts. For example, shipping offers and messages around delivery times, given the longer lead times of furniture orders. Just employing this strategy, we've seen a 36% year-over-year lift in ROAS across holiday meta campaigns when the deals finally did hit. Next, consider campaign pricing and discounts. We're expecting a mixed bag of discounts this year. We expect some brands to discount deeper as they have excess inventory driven by the weaker economy, and conversely, some brands are going to back off from deeper discounts if they underbought inventory because of tariff scares in early 2025. At P3, we use a tool called Intelligems to A/B test our clients' pricing strategies throughout the entire year. When it's time to plan for BFCM, we have hard data on which pricing strategies result in more sales or margin, and can even break it down by region. This makes it easy to create targeted offers that we know will succeed. Shoppers are conditioned to expect the best deals of the season during BFCM. But obviously, with the increased cost of acquisition during Q4 and steeper discounts, this can take a toll on margins. A lot of brands will light money on fire to chase unprofitable transactions with no plan of turning those single orders into long-term customers. During Cyber Week of 2024, discount rates hit an average of 26% in the US, with some categories going much deeper. Plan for discounts that will woo your customer, but ensure you're not chasing bad transactions. Also, plan for your tech optimization early. Measure twice, cut once, and then lock down your tech before the holiday season hits. This is probably pretty obvious, but you don't want to make large architecture changes when downtime or a critical bug can cost you the entire season. At P3, we execute large site changes like landing pages and integrations by mid-October to ensure that we have enough time to stress test them before the holiday season. Now, let's talk data. Your ability to market to your audience effectively is largely predicated by the quality of the data that you have access to. Since 2016, we've been on an industry-wide downward spiral with respect to transparency and attribution. With ad blockers, the death of the cookie, Apple's iOS 26 release, privacy browsers, and now limited attribution from AI-driven search and agentic commerce, you can't rely on third-party data anymore. You need to invest in owning your own first and zero-party data. Emails, phone numbers, social media followers, quizzes, and open field surveys are all ways you can directly talk to your customers. And analyzing this data has never been easier with LLMs. I mean, take survey results, for example. It used to be an absolute pain to sift through open field survey responses to learn about your customers. But now all you have to do is drop those responses into the LLM of your choice and get near real-time sentiment analysis done. And these tools are great for pretty much all types of customer service related sentiment analysis. If you take anything from this section, it's that holiday spend happens well before Cyber Week. So you need to have a plan in place that allows you to capture that share of wallet before the traditional sales period hits. But even if you've done the perfect prep, none of it matters if customers can't find you or can't buy from you when they do. So now let's talk optimizing the customer experience and on-site discoverability. AEO, answer engine optimization, and SEO is huge, the future and traditional. Optimize seasonal landing pages, product descriptions, and technical performance. Example, a powerful SEO tactic we use is adding a discrete rich text box above the footer on important collections pages. As early as July, we drop in about 1,000 words of structured holiday SEO copy on our top product category listings. We're telling Google that our products are meant for gifting months in advance, so that by BFCM, Google is primed to surface our products when shoppers begin searching for gifts in our category. AEO. So obviously AI search is changing the game rapidly. You need to structure your content with schema markups, FAQs, and conversational keywords so your products actually show up as answers. Matching customer questions exactly with your page or section header is the key here. At P3, we use audience research tools like Answer the Public and Spark Toro to identify the top questions our customers ask about our products or categories. Then we build answers to those questions into PDP FAQs or AEO articles, keeping the questions phrased exactly how we found them. Answer engines don't care about keyword stuffing. They care about finding the most relevant answers to shoppers' questions. Next, geographic optimization. Local and regional relevance matters, especially with shipping cutoffs and in-store pickup options. So make sure to communicate shipping times early. This can be a great urgency driver and can also mitigate the risk of having unhappy customers if products arrive after the holidays because of poor communication. We have to talk Google Shopping. Google Shopping ads pull in more sales than any other paid media type because shoppers are searching for products on Google and are already in the buying mindset. At P3, we always double down on Google ads over BFCM and the holidays, both in terms of budget and in terms of building out the keyword strategy. If your product is first, obviously you're exponentially more likely to make the sale than if you surface fifth or not at all. We also make sure that when a customer clicks on a product from a catalog ad, it's the first thing they see when they land on the site. Using a script that takes the catalog ad product a shopper clicks on and sticks it to the first position on the CLP, we've seen a 20% conversion improvement on those catalog ads. Now, when customers land on your site, the experience has to deliver. So, as you all probably know, a 1-second delay in page load can cut your conversion rate by 11%. If your site is slow or clunky, shoppers will not hesitate to leave your cart behind for the competition. At P3, we prep for BFCM traffic surges by building a clean theme version of our clients' websites. We turn off all non-essential third-party apps, condense large images, and remove large animations. It may surprise you, but a simpler site experience usually converts better. It prevents slowdowns and crashes, especially on mobile, where more than 70% of BFCM traffic is going to happen. Now, let's talk payments. Opus, mobile wallets, buy now, pay later. The goal of all of this is to remove friction and speed up the time between discovery and purchase. Buy now, pay later hit a record at $9.5 billion in transaction volume in November 2024. Cyber Monday alone was the biggest BNPL day in history, $993 million, which represented about 7.5% of all online sales. We expect this trend to only continue. If you think your customers don't want it, or that it will degrade your brand, or that your AOV is too low to support it, you're likely wrong. Paragons of luxury like Remo use it, and low AOV apps like DoorDash use it. Times are challenging, and a lot of folks out there are balancing their bills with their holiday spend. BNPL removes the barrier to entry for a lot of purchasers. Now, buy online, pick up in store. It may surprise you, but over 10% of orders purchased online are for in-store pickup. And this number only increases in the period between Cyber Monday and New Year's. If you have the logistical opportunity to offer BOPUS from your stores or local fulfillment points, this will increase your odds of success dramatically over the holiday season and beyond. Lastly, mobile wallet use. Apple Pay, Google Pay, Shop Pay surged 54% year over year. Offering convenient payment options is critical, and even more so if you sell internationally. If you're using Shopify Markets or another international storefront set up to reach other geos where Cyber Week is a huge shopping period, the top thing you need to be sure of is that you're offering the most popular payment methods in those geographies. More than your offer, more than your product, offering international customers the most familiar, convenient way to pay in their local market is going to make or break your sales abroad. And don't underestimate the engagement surge. Chatbot messages spiked 79% year over year during Cyber Week globally. Customers expect instant answers to product questions and support. Automation and AI-powered chat are now must-haves, not nice-to-haves. And as you can see by this chart, customer service increased dramatically during this period. Look at this investment in your CS as an opportunity to deepen your connection with customers, improve conversion rates, and with the myriad LLM-powered AI tools, you can now offer this at scale with limited human intervention. Retailers using AI chatbots saw a 9% boost in sales conversions. Get on the wave. But here's the mistake many retailers make. They think BFCM ends at checkout. In reality, checkout is just the beginning. The biggest winners of Cyber Week are the brands that turn one-time shoppers into year-round customers. Here's how you keep the momentum going. Retention campaigns. Things like sending post-purchase thank yous, loyalty invites, community activations, and in-store events. I'm a big proponent of old school marketing tactics like sending handwritten thank you cards. Which, by the way, there are great services out there that will do this for you at scale. Or things like sending surprise and delight touches, like a free gift to your top 10% highest spending customers. Next, going back to customer services marketing. Shoppers expect shipping updates and easy returns. This is par for the course. Look for opportunities to communicate with your customers, and in the event they have a bad experience, this is the best opportunity you'll have to turn them into evangelists. No one remembers the good experience that they expected to be good. They remember the terrible experience that someone went out of their way to make right. Now, to round this out, it's now 2026 and you've implemented everything I've said. You are collecting a ton of zero and first-party data. Now, what do you do with it? Post-purchase personalization, on-site personalization, email segmentation, tailored SMS, and on and on. Really think through your vertical to see what is applicable to you and your customers. For example, if you run a skincare brand, send usage tips and tailored follow-ups to improve your 90-day repurchase rate. Look for upsell and cross-sell opportunities based on customer engagement. Because here's the truth. When Cyber Monday ends, most of your competitors take a break and go on vacation. And that's when the real growth engine can start. So let's recap. Preparation and early engagement is key. Half of sales will happen before Black Friday. Collect first and zero-party data and build anticipation. Geographic segmentation, site speed, mobile-first design, frictionless checkout, and live support. That's the foundation. Retention and growth. Nurture relationships after the sale to multiply lifetime value. Because BFCM isn't just a weekend, it's a springboard for the entire year ahead. So when your customers look back on this holiday season, will they remember you as just another discount or as the brand that made them feel seen, valued, and worth coming back to? That's the opportunity, and it's yours to capture. If you like this video, give us a share, a like, and a follow for more e-commerce tips and tricks to grow your business.